drinks machine. You guys want anything? Sure. Want anything? Yeah, there with you, bro. Yeah, I'm not chocolate. There's a latte. See? Do you have sugar or anything from Tuna Lounge? Just milk. Yeah. Yeah.
Good evening, happy Friday night to everybody. We've got a football treat before the weekend starts proper. We're here at Leckwith for the Development League Under-21 match between the Bluebirds and the Sky Blues. Cardiff City against Coventry City. John Donovan here with you, delighted to be joined by Jake Hastings on commentary for what should be a pretty exciting match this evening. Darren Pearce's men are continuing to impress this season, promoting players up to Brian Barry Murphy's first team, but it's still a good, strong lineup for the young Bluebirds this evening, including Caden Voice, who of course has only recently signed from Wolverhampton Wanderers. 4-2-3-1 is the likely formation. Players of course to look out for: Luke Pearce, Speedy Merchant up top, who's had tastes of senior football with the Bluebirds. Jack Kingdom is the commanding leader at the back. Elias DeBono, really athletic centre half alongside him. Matthew Apter, destroyer in midfield, and then makes good simple passes. And we know all about Manny Barton and his trickery on the wing, and there's a goal in him as well. So lots to look forward to when looking out for the young Bluebirds this evening. For Coventry, we don't know too much about them, only that they're impressive at this level. And of course they're a club on the up and up, senior team under Frank Lampard, looking to get back to the Premier League for the first time in around 20 years, and this is the next generation of Sky Blues. Aidan Doush is a man to look forward to, or look out for up top, and he'll be ably supported by Isaac Moore. Plenty of pace, power, and a little bit of experience in this team, so it'll be a very good test for the young Bluebirds this evening, who've just got into their huddle. My first chance to bring Jake in and ask him, what are you looking forward to tonight, Jake? What are you hoping to see from the under-21s?
I'm hoping to see it improve City. They picked up their first win of the year, last game out on Tuesday against Brentford. Obviously coming off the back of 2 defeats isn't nice for anyone, but Darren, we're hoping that his side can build on that win and hopefully pick up another win tonight.
So Jake, I'm going to embarrass you and put you on the spot before kick-off. Just recently joined the Cardiff City intern team. How are you enjoying it so far?
Yeah, I'm loving it so far. Yeah, it's been really good.
Good. Well, it's great to have you along in the commentary box. Great to have you along wherever you're watching from. We are about to get underway. Coventry with the kick-off in the very bright orange kit, playing from right to left. Of course, Cardiff in the traditional blue shirts, white shorts and blue socks. Referee just making his final checks. The rain has stopped here. It's been a pretty miserable day in the capital. It is blustery, but the pitch looks in good condition, bearing in mind all the damp weather we've had lately. Oh, that's the reason for the delay. We were missing a player. Alfie Fry is deciding he will finally join us. No rush, Alfie. He takes his position in a back three, and we can get ourselves underway. Coventry will have early possession. Look to build from the back. Into the midfield area, but will be picked up quite easily by the Bluebirds, and an early chance. Good shot block there as Jake Davis was looking to make progress, but it was Matty Apter, who we picked out beforehand, who snapped into that midfield ball that was loose, and he has just got a really good football IQ and an ability to sense when he can go and press and win the ball. Gives Cardiff a throw level with the edge of the penalty area on this near side. Oh, it's tidied up well by Coventry, and Tanwi back to the goalkeeper Varney, who looks to clear away. So Coventry, I was going to say, they're kicking into the wind, so there wasn't a lot of distance on that, but the corner flag seemed to be going the other way. Cardiff have the ball back immediately. It's a good sharp start from the Bluebirds. Watts gives it off wide. Here is Voice, who we're looking forward to seeing. Back to his captain, Jack Kingdom, who you may have seen in our Virtu League coverage, was playing as a fullback. He's now in centre half. That's a lovely touch off. Chance perhaps, needed the recovery tackle. Shooting opportunity from a narrow angle into the side netting from Luke Pearce, but a lovely splitting ball by Kingdom, and then Pearce looking to link up with Davis, who's been lively early on. Good positive start, Jake, from the Bluebirds.
Yeah, definitely. This is what Dan would have wanted from the side, to take it to Coventry, don't let them come onto them. So it's it's a good start, and hopefully they can find that early goal, which will definitely set them on their way.
It was a 4-0 win on Tuesday against Brentford. A little unfortunate for the visiting Bees. They had their goalkeeper sent off very early, but you can only play what's in front of you. Here's Coventry with their first sight of the evening of the penalty area and the goal. It is cleared away. It'll go out for a corner. And a chance for Coventry to move players forward, including Victor Madu, who's a towering presence wearing the number 6. Out-swinging right-footed corner. Clutch of players in the 6-yard box. Delivered in. Good first contact there from De Bono. Ball is back in. Keeper comes but gets nowhere near it, and the opening goal. Well, ball was recycled well by Coventry. The initial corner was cleared, but it looks like it's that man we mentioned, Victor Madu, who just towered above everybody there to get the glancing header in. You want your goalkeeper to take command of the area. Credit to Ewan Griffiths, he did come. Fortunately, he got nowhere near it. Ball swirling. And after that positive start, Jake, Cardiff on the back foot.
Yeah, it's a really disappointing goal to concede. Yeah, Darren won't be happy with that, especially with how they started the game.
So early doors here. Coventry have a 1-goal lead. It's Victor Madu with the goal. For anyone listening of a Coventry persuasion, the team sheet gives Victor's name as, well, it's a very long name, and we think, looking at Soccer Base, that he prefers to be called Victor Madu. If we are wrong, please feel free to correct us. He wins another header there and dominates Pearce. Pearce has taken a clank on the head for his troubles, and the referee will blow it down for a head injury. Important now that Ewan Griffiths in Cardiff's goal just keeps his composure and recovers. Nothing wrong with the keeper wanting to dominate his area, but when you do come, you've got to take everybody, and unfortunately couldn't quite do it on that occasion. There's Trey George, another one who's impressed in the Virtue Trophy, although offside on that occasion. Cardiff looked lively though, and seemingly threading the ball through the midfield advance 3 for Coventry. Ball down the line by Voice. Coventry will be forced to clear it away. That should be a throw to Cardiff. It is. Important that they recover well from conceding that goal. Cardiff already warming a sub up, so probably just keeping warm. We'll keep an eye on Pearce, who took the knock, but he looks okay. Ball is back with Griffiths. Good that he gets another touch. Clears wide, looking for his full-back. Cardiff will get the throw. Williams went up. Jake's on social media duty tonight as well, so he's got double tasks. But I talk far too much, Jake, so you just chip in wherever you want.
Don't worry, people more likely want to listen to you than me.
No one has ever said that, Jake. Throw into Coventry as Cardiff give that ball away a little cheaply. Aggressive in the press of the Bluebirds. Coventry played that through well though, and a chance now to come down the left-hand side. Tanwi is the outlet. Cuts inside very well by Tanwi. That's a foul by Apter. But the left full-back looks like a good outlet for the Sky Blues. Strange calling them that tonight when they're resplendent in luminous orange. Ball is with the goal scorer, Madu. He looks to make ground, come forward, pass into midfield. Well done by Kingdon, who stepped out. Another one who reads the play very well. Nice lofted ball out to the left-hand side, and Shepherd has stayed onside. Go backwards to recycle and change the angle. Friars now steps forward, didn't really have a lot on in front of him. Does win the throw. Manny Barton thought the last touch had come off Friars, but assistant referee disagrees. They've just looking to recover from that goal after starting the match very well. That's a good call and a good claim by Griffiths. And he gets the ball moving quickly to Kingdom. Kingdom steps forward, looks for the switch ball, and it's like a pretty good one out to Barton. Barton's first touch is okay. Stays under control, gives it to Trey George. Back into midfield as Cardiff maybe look to come from left to right. After though spins, turns away from coverage, gives it back to the Bono. And actually Cardiff will go back to their goalkeeper Griffiths as the wind picks up here at Leckwith. Decent surface, good pitch, but difficult conditions. The wind is swirling. Griffiths again. Goes long. Pierce makes life difficult enough. Sorry, that was Davis who made life difficult enough, but Coventry win the throw. And Jake, maybe Cardiff just taking a few moments to clear their heads after conceding that first goal.
Yeah, especially conceding that early, it'll probably be quite a shock to the system with the way they started the game. So if they can grow into the game and get a hold of the ball, then they'll definitely want to do that. But yeah, it's just a really disappointing start, especially after the result on Tuesday. I think you come into the game full of confidence and then just a slight mistake at the back and you're 1-0 down.
Coventry sensing more, perhaps. They look to thread the needle. Kingdom reads that well. He does look like a player who's really, his physical prowess is not far off playing senior team football, whether that's initially with Cardiff or perhaps a loan spell somewhere. But I think there's a big future in store for Jack Kingdom as a domineering centre half who can also play the ball. And you throw in being a natural leader, and you've got quite a good combination there. Coventry, which Tanweed will take. Comes back to the left back or left wing back. Looks very comfortable on the ball. Goes back to his goalkeeper Varney. Two teams just feel each other out now as we approach 9.5 minutes gone. That ball is given away by the goal scorer Madhu, but he quickly wins it back. Just joining us, Donovan, Jake Hastings. Coventry 1-0 up after Cardiff themselves had created a pretty good chance. The visitors, though, winning second balls, really testing the young Bluebirds. It's nice footwork there by Dausch, and as a result, there's a crossing opportunity now for Coventry. Doesn't really beat the first man at the edge of the area. Madhu steps in, but gives that ball away to Barton. Now there's an opportunity if Cardiff can stay on side. They have Pierce. Barton has a oh, well, I thought the young diminutive winger had stayed just about on side. Assistant referee disagreed, and just for a moment, Jake, I thought that was the route back into the game.
Yeah, it looked harsh, that. I mean, we'll see on the replay now. Ooh.
That's not offside.
No, it's definitely not. And the liner's behind him as well, so I'm not really sure how he's given that, but encouraging sign.
Absolutely, and credit to Varney, the goalkeeper. He didn't know it was offside. He came out, made a good save. We'll give the assistant referee the benefit of the doubt on that occasion, but if that was a Cardiff City senior game, we'd be talking about League One officials again. Coventry, though, are having more of the ball now and seemingly winning that midfield battle. There seems to be quite a big gap between the Cardiff front four and then those sitting midfield two, which Coventry are playing through at the moment. This time they go long, and that's read well. Header into midfield from Williams. Goes back with Kingdom. Of course, this under-21 side has seen players depart on loan. That's a good thing. That's how it should work. Go and get the experience. We always say on these commentaries, yes, we want to win games. Everyone wants to win games, but it's about development and progression rather than necessarily the results. very, very proud season for the academy in terms of what they've supplied to the senior team. And a lot of people should take a lot of credit. Gary Pin, Chesterfield, Darren Pearce, Tom Hutton is here tonight, Dane Facey, lots of coaches at different age groups. Over a number of years they've done a very good job that hasn't always been seen, but it is now. Coventry come forward once more. It's well kept in. Intelligent run and header in field. And Coventry will have a throw in on this near side, level with the 6-yard box. And Jake, this Coventry team maybe just looks a little more mature, a little more streetwise on first viewing.
Yeah, they seem very comfortable on the ball, especially in the first 10 minutes. You know, the only way I think really City have struck a danger is on the counter-attack, which maybe that will be have to be their option of go-to for tonight. But yeah, they've looked very good on the ball, very comfortable, as you said, on the ball. And City will hope that they can start to make an impact in the game. Oh, as he's just hit the bar.
Almost
yeah.
Close to the commentator,
Yeah.
Jake. Almost Coventry made a significant impact once more. Nice cross in. And it was Finney who rose the highest to get a glancing header. Again, Griffiths looking to come off his line, which I don't mind, but pick and choose your moments. Cardiff get away with one as that ball glances off the bar for a goal kick.
Another warning sign, as you say, but maybe it will give them the kick that they need, because can't be 2-0 down with just under 15 minutes played, because that's always tough to come back from.
Wouldn't be the best start to the weekend, of course. That leads me into saying that, of course, the senior men's side are away at Burton tomorrow. Cardiff City TV bringing you all the coverage. Ash James, Connor Pearce there at the Pirelli Stadium tomorrow as Cardiff look to make ground. I think that will be a goal kick. Unlucky from Pearce. He complains, but it was his touch that sent it out after some very good footwork. I remember him coming on in the Virtu Trophy, I think against Arsenal at half-time, and then didn't last the whole of the second half. He got injured, but at the time he was on the pitch, he completely changed the game. When he played, came on in the FA Cup last year against Sheffield United, he was also good. So keep an eye on this young man who's on the ball again now, driving to the byline. That will be a corner kick to Cardiff City. Good work from Pearce. And he seems to have a little bit of everything. Speed and tenacity, certainly, for Luke Pearce.
Yeah, what a striker he is. And, you know, he's making it hard for Dan Olo as well, who's on the bench to get into the side, who's impressed recently. So City are blessed to have two great strikers in their youth ranks who are both performing really well at this level.
In a corner, there's an opportunity to go short. Coventry had switched off for a second, but in terms of retrieving the ball, that moment was lost. So Apter will perhaps look to deliver into the box. Oh, it's a set corner routine. It's very nice. Shot on goal. Good save. Rebound. What a fantastic save. The second occasion was that Pearce with the second shot. It was Williams with the first. Excellent corner routine from Cardiff. They took two players short, which took Coventry players out, and then there was an angle to put the ball through. Williams with a good strike. The first save from Varney was good. The second save, Varney against Pearce. Wow, fantastic. What's your view of this, Jake?
Oh, it's a great save. It's unlucky. He does everything well. He hits it into the ground. Everything he's told to do, but yeah, great save from the keeper.
Well, that's a bit telegraphed and won easily from Finney. Finney puts the ball into the box. Good chest control. That might just run out, though it does on the slippery surface. Gets away from Shepherd, but Coventry have perhaps been the dominant side. Cardiff have had chances, and credit to young Oscar Varney. As Jake said, first of all, the great corner routine. Williams did everything right, got his shot on target. Pearce certainly did everything right, but the young goalkeeper was exceptional in that circumstance. Will Cardiff grow from that? It might be a Coventry ball. Yeah, last touch did come off Williams. Good competitive game. No quarter arse, none given. As we have played 16.5 minutes, 1-0 to the visitors. Cardiff will feel that they should be level. It's well done by Davis. Well, in the end, his progress is thwarted by a shirt pull, but he's another one who started the game well. Jake Davis. Bono steps forward. Rangy player, gives it back to Abdu's. Always an option. Out now to Voice. To Barton, who we know can change a game in an instant, but hasn't really had an opportunity to make an impact as yet. Bono can step forward and give it wide to Williams. It's nice from Cardiff. They've opened up this right-hand side of the pitch. Here's Davis. Davis slips it down the line to Pearce, who's a very willing runner. It's Abda. Bono. Oh, it's a nice touch. Voice, who inverted and come into the centre. Ball is now out to Barton. Chance to go one-on-one against his defender. Nice clipped cross, but everyone had gone near post. No one goes far post. It's out for a goal kick, but that was some very nice build-up play from the Bluebirds.
Much better from City. They've reacted well, I think, from going behind. Obviously Coventry have hit the bar, but in the last 5 minutes or so I think it's looked much more promising.
Yes, I would agree with that. Coventry short initially from the goal kick, then play it into midfield and do break that press. Can now come forward. Good recovery though by Davis. Kingdom will turn away from his goalkeeper. Would have been very hard to give that ball to the keeper at such close quarters. Does concede a throw, but better safe than sorry. Coventry will have the throw. Patanwi goes infield. Fed on by Shepherd as now Coventry go to the right-hand side. It's a nice ball into the right channel. And Cardiff have to defend it. They do, but it'll be a corner ball. Well, this game is ebbing and flowing, Jake, and both sides looking to play football.
Yeah, it's looking like an exciting game so far. Hopefully City can find that equaliser. But Coventry at the other end as well, they're looking very threatening, which City obviously will have to look out for because they don't want to go too behind this early on in the first half.
It's that outswinging corner. Good win by Kingdom. Barton is beaten on the edge of the area. Coventry will have another chance to perhaps attack the box. Badenwee, who goes over to take those corners from his offside, gets the cross in, but it's a good claim from Griffiths. Foul in midfield. Cardiff will have a free kick. They look to play it round the back. Kingdom spreads it wide to Bono. Foul in midfield, and fortunate for Cardiff as they may have conceded the ball. Well, for those of you on social media, it's a great write-up on Twitter every week of, or X as is known now, of how Cardiff City are getting on at all levels. Mauve and Yellow Army. If you're an old man on the forum like I am, the old Bob Wilson. He always writes up good match reports at all Cardiff City levels, so hopefully he's watching in and we're doing him justice, and look forward to reading that on Sunday morning with my cup of coffee as always. Nice ball to Davis. Oh, it's a crunching tackle, but a fair tackle. And the goal scorer, Madu, no complaints from Davis as he gets straight back up, but that's an old-fashioned centre-half challenge, taking advantage, Jake, of that 50-50 ball.
Yeah, and credit to neither of them. Neither of them pulled out of the challenge, which is something you rarely see these days. A lot of the time, everyone pulls out of the challenge trying to not get hurt, but especially the size difference of the two there.
That's what our director Mike Britton did to me last night when we were playing five-side football. Apter goes short. Oh, it's a well thought out routine, but read and cut out, and now there's a 3-on-2, big opportunity for Coventry. Shepherd, Coventry into the box on the left-hand side, big opportunity, and a shot near post from Finney. It's actually well read by Griffiths, because I think everyone was expecting the left-footed cross. Instead it was a right-footed shot, and Griffiths reacted well at his near post. Again, we go end to end. Tanwi, I think, has been a real standout for Coventry in the early stages. Shepherd, nice clip ball to the far post. What a save! Was offside. Griffiths wasn't to know. He got down very, very well. It was a beautiful ball by Shepherd, and the danger for me for Coventry, Jake, certainly coming down their left-hand side.
Yeah, it's another warning sign for City. That short corner just a minute ago as well didn't work, so off the hook there, and another chance. It's a great save. If it's a save or if it's hit the post, it's either way. The flag was up, but yeah, another warning sign for City.
Beautiful ball this from Shepherd. Sees the run. Again, it's marginal. You got younger eyes than me, Jake. That might have been a little bit of post rather than keeper, but let's say that Griffiths got fingertips to it. Certainly reacted very well. Good game though, through 23.5 minutes. Jake, tell us a bit about yourself. Always a Cardiff fan, or have come from away? What's your football story?
No, I'm not a Cardiff fan.
Get out of this commentary box immediately.
Unfortunately, I'm a West Ham fan. But yeah, I go to university at the University of South Wales, studying sports journalism. Yeah, and I'm on a placement or immediate intern here at Cardiff, and no better placement, to be honest. Such a great experience. Get these experiences to do commentary, go to all the first team games at home. Yeah, I'm loving it so far, and just relishing the moment as I approach. Well, I'm in my final year now, so almost reached the end.
We wish you well, and it's great to have you as part of the team, even though you are a West Ham fan.
Yeah, that's what most people say.
Madhu wins it well. It's cleared forward. That's a good win by Kingdom. Nice weighty ball by Apter. Davis has looked lively. He runs away from Madhu, but unfortunately the ball was slightly behind Barton, who coming more central to try and get into the game. He has been starved of the ball somewhat. It's good from Watts. Gives it back to Voice. Voice out to Barton, who gives it now to Trey George. George cuts in field. Gives it back to Watts. Coventry have a lot of men behind the ball, just keeping that one man up front, challenging Cardiff to play through them. It's good high positioning by Voice. He couldn't thread the ball to Barton. There's the Bono. He's got grass to go into if he wants to, but instead decides to go back to Griffiths. Voice again, good first touch because that ball was fired at him. The second touch wasn't great. He's given the pass away. Kingdom, oh, what a tackle. Well, Madhu at one end, Kingdom at the other. And you could just see Jack Kingdom's eyes light up when he knew he could go and win that ball. Coventry player is down, and we hope he's okay. That player is Isaac Moore, who felt the full force of what was a firm but fair tackle. So another look at this, Jake. Oh!
Great challenge. Well, in this day and age, they'd probably say it's not a great challenge,
yeah,
but
I was just thinking that. Credit to the referee, because I suppose I've probably got about 25 years on you, Jake, but in my day, that would have been considered a great challenge. VAR probably would have sent him off. I do like Jack Kingdom. He's in a defensive way, he's an old-fashioned centre half, and then when he goes on the ball, and I hope I don't curse him now, he also looked like a modern centre-half, so I do think he's got a big future in the game.
Yeah, he's definitely got that experience that this side needs in these sort of games. Someone that can help push them over the line with his experience obviously being at Manchester United.
Bono. Yeah, he did the right thing, couldn't turn out and go to his goalkeeper. Hart gives it forward, Voice, Pearce again, willing runner, can look to drive in at the edge of the box, cuts back inside, clip ball, nice ball, Davis. Oh, Davis is offside. Shames, he took it out of the wet air very nicely. We'll let the referee, or the replay decide whether he was offside, because certainly the Cardiff players aren't happy. Let's have a look at this, Jake. Pearce checks. We'll give the assistant referee the credit on that occasion. I think he was just off.
Just a touch.
Of course, every Cardiff player is going to complain. Davis gets back well. That's a strong tackle. And stopped Batanwi in flight. Kingdom. Williams. Davis. Can't thread it back to Williams. Coventry had coverage there, and it's a good release ball. Finds their captain, Benjamin. Royce does well there, going shoulder to shoulder with his man. Should be a goal kick, I think. Is a goal kick. Excellent defending there, Jake, from Voice.
Yeah, great defending. Seeing out his man. Great strength. It's a very resolute performance from both sides at the moment. You know, Coventry making it really hard for Cardiff to break them down. Almost saying to them, you're going to have to play the ball on the floor to beat us, and maybe that's what Cardiff are struggling with at the moment. But they are slowly making their way through, which is only a positive sign.
Nice from Bono. He was very, very cool under pressure. Here's Barton. Now perhaps he can drive. Gives it to George. They interlink very well. Spread ball. Will that be too much for Davis? That's unfortunate. Surface took it away from him, but it was the right idea. I do think Cardiff can get wide in the final third and cause Coventry problems. Coventry just shading it, but it's been a pretty even game, Jake, and perhaps all the more reason why the frustration, it was rather a cheap goal to concede. Yeah,
very cheap. Yeah, in terms of chances, I'd probably say, obviously, apart from Coventry hitting the bar, Cardiff have had the better of the chances since the goal. So yeah, they'll be disappointed, but they're growing back into this game, which is definitely a promising sign.
Voice, that's an intelligent ball. Can Davis keep it in? It's a good tackle on the stretch. By Batanwi. Oh, Davis has gone onto the red grass behind the goal, the athletic area, and is hurt. But that was a fantastic ball by Voice, Jake, who weighted that almost perfectly.
Yeah, it's a great ball, especially after his assist that he picked up on Tuesday with that great ball into the box. Promising from the new man.
Certainly is. That's going to be a sore one for Davis. He just lost his footing and probably scraped the leg on what's rather an unforgiving surface. Cardiff will have to play with 10 men for a period, you would think. Oh, the assistant referee is allowing the players to come for a drinks break. So we just see that goal again. It was a good first header from De Bono. I don't mind Griffiths coming. I like that, a goalkeeper that wants to be dominant, but if you come, you've got to take everything.
Yeah, especially with the centre-back being so tall, there was only ever going to be one winner there. But yeah, just a disappointing way to start the game, especially after how they're playing now, City. You'd think maybe if it was 0-0, that maybe they could find that goal now, and they're looking to do that.
Referee will reconvene the players. Davis looks okay. We'll restart with a throw in to Cardiff. Temperature is dropping here at Leckwith. Mike Britton to my right is wrapped up for a trek around the Arctic Circle. Gloves, hats, sweaters. Ball goes back from Williams to Kingdom. He gives it back to his goalkeeper Griffiths. Bono finds Kingdom. That's a good centre-half pairing. Nice weight of ball from Kingdom. Here's Williams. Back to Abdu. I always feel does provide that option. Here's Barton. We'll look to cut across his defenders. Maybe a 1-2 with Trey George. Was George fouled? Was Barton fouled? Referee says no to both. Barton has taken a knock and doesn't look comfortable. Referee will blow it down. Manny Barton was looking to get onto the return ball there. I thought initially Trey George might have been fouled. Barton was clipped as he tried to go through. And the game, just for the moment, Jake, is going through its first bitty spell.
Yeah, very stop-start. But for City, you know, it seems if they're gonna get a goal, it's through either one of their wingers. You know, Jake Davis, Manny Barton, both technically great players, both scoring in recent games as well. So they'll be full of confidence, and I think, yeah, that's if City are going to score, it's through them. They're looking very promising on the wings. But yeah, it's become very stop-start. So it's whoever can get control of the game in the last 10-15 minutes or so of the first half, maybe they can get that goal. Can Coventry get the second goal? We hope not, but let's hope City can find that equaliser, because I think they've deserved it for the way they've come back into the game.
It was on a foul. Player went to ground rather easily. Good first touch from Pearce, took it away, and then unfortunately hit George with the pass. Now, Luke Pearce, again, I do like every aspect of his game. Speedy, hard worker, but there you can see he can also play with his back to goal, holding the ball up. Let's see what his path is, whether it's a lone move, whether he can knock on the first team door. Of course, Michael Reindorf now back at Cardiff City, and he was fantastic at this level, but it's important for him to get the right next move if he goes out on loan again. Good press from Cardiff, but Coventry play well under pressure. Radwood gives it back to his goalkeeper Varney, and we remember the two outstanding saves he made around about 15 minutes ago. It's a nice weight of ball to Shepherd. Shepherd was out of foul. Davis maybe just came from the wrong side. Unfortunate. He did win the ball, but rather went through his man. Oh.
Harsh for me.
Yeah. I think the referee's got most things right, so we'll give him that one. Jimin goes back to goal scorer Madhu. Varney will reverse the ball. It was the right idea, but not a great quality of pass. Out for a throw in to Cardiff. And I look to my left and right. In terms of football coverage, I believe the Cardiff City women's team, is it Sunday they're at home here against the New Saints?
Yes, yes they are.
Thank you, Jake. So, if you can, get down and support the women's team, who have put themselves in a very strong position again to reclaim their title. The New Saints, Wrexham, looking to clip their heels, but Cardiff continue to be strong. Great job that Ian Derbyshire has done. That's a foul there by Voice. So men's under 21 tonight, senior men's team tomorrow, women's game on Sunday.
They're actually away. Sorry.
That's okay. I knew I made one mistake. That's just a jaunt down the road. Still get there if you can. Williams tries to win the ball. That'll break favourably for Coventry. Ball goes wide, and Voice went to ground. Does force his man to the byline. Low shot, deflection, and that'll go over the bar. It was Watts who was in the right place at the right time. Coventry do attack that edge of the box with numbers. Voice did okay there, Jake, didn't he? Did have to go to ground, but still managed to force his man wide.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with going to ground there, because, you know, if he does put that ball in the box, he's kept it out. But yeah, it's good from City to show them down to the byline and get out for a corner.
Again, it's that out-swinging hung ball, and Kingdom did pretty well to defend that. Coventry will have the throw in. There is the advantage Cardiff have of Kingdom and De Bono, who are both tall players who are good in the air.
Tanwi goes back to Madu. Oh. Just looked for a moment like Bart could nip in to win that. It's a nice release ball into midfield to Benjamin. This is good from Coventry, playing through the lines. And again, they have men attacking the edge of the box. Cardiff try to flood men back. Oh, thread the needle past Shepherd. If he'd allowed it to run across his body, would have had a shooting chance. Davis does well and can now be released. Cardiff can go the other way. Davis, can he get away from his man Madu? Madu puts him under pressure. Is that obstruction? Referee says yes. A little harsh. Don't think it deserves a booking. But great play by Davis, who is a winger who's not afraid to do a lot of work in his own half, and he looks pretty good then when he springs forward.
Such an electric player for City down that right-hand side. Does well to stay on his feet to begin with. He's being pulled back, but yeah, maybe not the yellow card, but definitely a foul.
It is an obstruction foul. On second viewing, I thought the defender was just filling space, but he did know what he was doing. There is a Coventry player down, Batanwi, who's been good in this first half, but I think there was an impact injury there. Davis with a firm but fair tackle on him, but certainly it's caused the left wing back some discomfort. He will receive some treatment. Have a look at this incident. Davis gets there and maybe just catches Batanwi with some studs. Batanwi gets back up, but certainly feeling uncomfortable, and then we see the defender, who was Alfie Fries, just step across his man, and the referee branches the yellow card. Batanwi looks in a little bit of discomfort. Abder is standing over the free kick. I don't think he fancies a shot. It'll be a right-footed delivery towards the far post. So hopefully Batanwi can continue, because he has impressed for the visitors. So we're having a little pause, a chance to ask Jake. So is this West Ham revival going to continue? Are they staying up?
I'd probably say no. I mean, it's been promising, but I just think we're the third worst team.
I respect your honesty. Back to the focus on this game. Abder. There is an option to go short to Williams. Williams should win the corner. Oh no, it's goal kick. The ricochet came back off Williams. Cardiff, again, it was a nice idea. Coventry read it well though, and the ricochet doesn't favour the Bluebirds. Just when everyone was lining up on the far post. Yeah, that's a good decision by the assistant referee. I think that's one of those, if you're a centre-half who's gone forward, you're a little frustrated that ball hasn't come in.
Yeah, definitely. That's disappointing again. You know, they've worked the ball up there, and then for it to just be given away so easily. But they've obviously worked on set pieces, because as we've seen tonight, a lot of set piece work from the corners as well. So
Watts feeds Barton. Where's the last 4 minutes of this first half? Can Cardiff restore parity prior to the break? I think Pearce might be offside there, although the assistant referee says no. Pearce, nice turn, nice spin. Can he find a shot? Deflection, where will that go? And George couldn't quite locate the ball. I think Luke Pearce looks like a really good striker. So many facets to his game.
yeah, he seems to have everything. He's dropping in deep. He's staying on the back line. Arguably, out of all the offsides, I probably thought that one was offside.
I Glad it wasn't just me. Williams, nice ball back to Lomano. Under pressure, but will use his goalkeeper. Ball comes to Kingdom. He's going to be pressed, but cool and composed. That's a nice weight of pass. Finds Davis. Outside slice of the foot there from Kingdom. Here's a little nip and tuck this game. Oh, it's a good first touch off the thigh. Drives past his man. He's pulled back once, twice, 3 times. Inadvertently leaves a little bit on. Well, you would have seen him, I think, on Tuesday, Jake. It's my first chance as he voiced tonight. He looks like a decent pickup.
Yeah, very good. You know, on Tuesday picked up that really good assist, and tonight he's looking really strong, really resolute, and I think he's definitely benefited this City side on that left-hand side. He's getting forward as well, which is always nice to see from a full-back, but he's also doing the hard work at the back. So Darren will be definitely after him, and when he spoke about him, he was very happy to have picked him up and brought him to the club, so yeah.
Foul there. Committed on more. 2 minutes remaining in the opening 45. At the moment it looks like Coventry will go in with their noses in front, courtesy of that early goal from Victor Madu. Oh, what a first touch on the right-hand side. Ball into the box. This could be a very nice goal. It's just wide. It was the on-rushing Finney who got something on it, but that first touch over on the right-hand side really was a thing of beauty. Sorry, it was Dausch, not Finney. It was entering into the box. But look at this touch on the run. That's fantastic from Shea Dunn. Kingdom probably did enough there, though.
Yeah, definitely did enough. That'll be disappointing for City to go 2-0 down so close to half-time. I don't want to curse it, so I'm not going to say anything else, but it would probably change Darren's team talk if they were to go in 2-0 down rather than just 1.
George is able to nip that ball away. Watts finds Barton. He has got space. His greatest opportunity to run into grass so far this evening. He goes to the byline, still going. Oh, he just ran out of space. I think that's a goal kick. Came off Barton last. Yeah, again, I agree with the referee on that occasion. Maybe one touch too many, but that was the first real chance tonight to see Manny Barton in full flight.
Same as Jake Davis, so electric. Getting it his man, which we don't see really much in wingers these days. Normally they like to go back and play it to their fullback, but it's refreshing to see that. Obviously unlucky that he's ran out of play, but again, promising from City.
Nice touch and good ball protection from Dausch. Ball is spread wide, looking for Dunn, but that's going to be behind the wing back. Out for a throw into Cardiff. And we are at the referee's discretion. The 45 has gone. Certainly a platform for Cardiff to build in the second half. Been a good game. Is that offside? It is. Bono was very cool and composed about that. Cardiff City bench tonight. Daniel Higgs, Dan Ola, Cody Toos, Sekou Kaba and Gabriel Keita. So
very strong bench.
Yeah, I was just going to say, there are options. There's Barton, who's again just getting some room in the closing stages of this first half. Back into midfield, chance of a shot. Abdul was well closed down. It will come to Noah Williams. We'll go back to Kingdom. Nice touch that opened up space. The Bono. Ball into midfield. Is intercepted. Coventry with a final chance in this first half, although that's a sand wedge cross that goes behind the goal, and that might be a good moment for the referee to bring proceedings to an end. There have been a couple of injuries though, so we might have a minute or two more added on. Tanwi particularly was down for a couple of moments receiving treatment. Here's George. Such a clever, well-balanced player. Hasn't maybe had the space to play in this game, but I imagine as the game opens up in the second half, he will have something to say. Crossfield pass looking for Davis. Davis on the stretch, couldn't quite grow enough. It's going to be a throw into Coventry.
Great ball though from Caden Voice to switch the play like that. Just unfortunate that Jay Davis isn't tall enough to get there, but
well, as the ball is cleared by Varney, that is the half-time whistle. An entertaining first half. Lots of good football on display in difficult conditions, but at the break it is Cardiff City 0, Coventry City 1. And Jake, just your closing thoughts on that first half. A cheap goal for Cardiff to concede. My feeling is Coventry have just shaded it, but I completely agree with your point earlier. Actually, the better chances have probably fallen to Cardiff.
yeah, I think it was disappointing to go behind so early on, especially in the manner that they did. But Cardiff grew back into the game, and yeah, I think they had the better chances, but I think Coventry looked more solid on the ball, which they'll hope City they can get more of the ball in the second half and push on. Maybe they get the early goal going into the second half, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
We will leave you with some first half highlights. I won't bore you by talking through them again because it's freezing and I'm going for a cup of tea. But enjoy it wherever you are. We will be back in around about 15 minutes time for second half coverage. Don't go anywhere on this Friday night at the break in this under-21s encounter. Cardiff City 0, Coventry City 1.
Welcome back. Cold Friday evening here at Leckwith. We will warm your souls a little bit with this second half action. Cardiff 1-0 down after that first half, but pretty even game with chances at both ends of the field. Cardiff are bringing on a substitute, and it's Cody Toos, who's a clever player with ball at feet, who's coming on. Aside from that, I think it's as you were, certainly as you were in the commentary box. John Donovan and Jake Hastings. Jake making his debut in the commentary box and acquitting himself very, very well in the first half. Cardiff will hope to acquit themselves well in the second half and take advantage of the chances that come their way. Just having a look who Toos has come on for. Trying to see the front players out there, whether Luke Pearce is there or Trey George. We'll check out the numbers momentarily. We are underway again though, and Cardiff kick off, playing from right to left. Coventry perhaps just slightly shaded the first half, but Cardiff had good chances, and there was a spectacular double save from Oscar Varney midway through the half, which really is highlight reel stuff. Pearce is still there, just looking for the number 10. Can't see Trey George, so it might be Toos for George. Oh, George is there too. Looking at the midfielders now. Apter and Watts, as Toos goes a little deeper. Jake will sort it out, he's younger than I am. I think it is Toos for Watts, is my final summation. It's a nice ball by Davis, finds George. George keeps it going down the line. Powerful run from Noah Williams. First time cross, but a little bit of a shank after a very good run. That's out for a goal kick. And we know Jake Cody Toos, he can be combative in the middle of the park, but he's very good with the ball at feet, and he can also sniff a goal.
Yeah, very technical player. You know, before the new year, he scored a few goals for the under-21, so definitely a player that Darren can rely on and hopefully can make an impact in the second half.
Thought Harry Watts did quite well in the first half defensively behind the ball, made a couple of good blocks, so decent 45-minute outing for him. No changes for Coventry. The Cardiff City team then, Ewan Griffiths, Noah Williams, Caden Boyce. Now it's Cody Toos on in the holding midfield role, Jack Kingdon. So that ball goes back to the Coventry goalkeeper, Elias De Bono, Jake Davis, Matty Apter, Luke Pearce, Trey George and Manny Barton. Early goal that put Coventry ahead. Came from Victor Madu, centre half, who rose highest when a second ball came into the box after a corner had initially been cleared. Cardiff, though, in wide areas have looked decent. Barton infield to Pearce. Pearce is beaten to it that time. And Boyce turns it to Apter. Apter will spread the play to Williams on the right-hand side. Gives it to Davis, who had a good first half. Couple of chances he may have done slightly better on when it came to the crucial moments, but impressed by his work rate and his dynamic ability to go forward. That ball went out. Unfortunate for Barton as he was in behind. But Jake, I do think maybe the secret to Cardiff's success in the second half is in the wide areas.
Yeah, definitely. I think we said it in the first half. Manny Barton, Jake Davis, both electric players, both got forward and attacked their fullback, which City definitely need to do in the second half. And I think, yeah, you're right. If they are going to get a goal, I think it'll be through either one of them creating something or scoring it themselves.
Messi from Coventry on the touchline. Barton, well, eventually he's crowded out by two players and the ball is switched well by Shepherd, but Williams just wanted that more. Good read by the right back for Cardiff. Back to Kingdom on halfway. Cardiff started the first half quite dynamically in the first few minutes before conceding the goal, and they've started this second half well also. Here's George. That's a nice weight of ball by Barton. That's a good cross by Boyce, who dug that out. Pearce causes some commotion. Where's the ball going to land is cleared away, and Coventry, well, they'll get second phase possession as well as that bounce just
favoured Coventry ahead of Apter. This is what happened in the first half. Cardiff started well, and then Coventry hit them with a sucker punch. Will the same thing happen at the start of this second? Nice way to ball in. It has happened. Second goal for Coventry, and that is all about the cross. Beautiful by Bursley, and it's Dausch who just need to direct the ball because all the weight was on it. Carbon copy of the first half, but Jake, look at this cross. If you're a centre forward, you can't really miss.
Yeah, it's a great goal. I was about to actually say that Caden Voice had started the second half really well, but he didn't close his man down there, so it's disappointing. But a bit different to the goal in the first half. More of a well-worked goal, and I think, well, as you said, City started the first half well, and they conceded. Started the second half well, and they've conceded. So it'll be disappointing. It's really disappointing, I think.
They were committing men, but there were enough blue shirts there to deal with that. But you can't take the credit away from Coventry, who did transition very well, and that cross was sumptuous. Tip of the hat to Bursley, who really did make life very easy for a striker. So Cardiff have it all to do, and certainly a third goal from Coventry would, I think, kill this game. Real carbon copy of the start to each half. That ball will probably run out, does run out for a goal kick. Cardiff will need to clear their heads as they did in the first half. Took them 5 or 10 minutes, but then they went away and created chances. Certainly you feel, and we always talk that it's performances over results, but results are important, and you feel, Jake, that Cardiff have to get the next one.
Yeah, they have to get the next goal. If Coventry make it 3, be very comfortable for them. And, you know, I think with the first half display from City, they're more than capable of getting that goal. They put Coventry under a lot of pressure, and as we said, had the better chances, but didn't create anything so far. But
chance to create here, perhaps George. That's a shot goal. It's blocked. In the midst of that, there was some nice link-up play between Twos and Barton. Cardiff will have a corner and a chance for De Bono and Kingdom to go forward. Cardiff have shown good variation from set piece in the first half, but at 2-0 down, maybe just go pragmatic and put the ball into the box for your two centre halves. We shall see. Replay of that play between Twos and Barton. George thought he could get the shot, but blocked by Victor Madu. Ball into the box, just away from Pearce. Kingdom on the half volley, deflection. It'll come to Voice, goes back across the goal. This is a chance, and it's cleared off the line. Clutch of blue shirts going for it. Cardiff almost back in the game. Credit to the Coventry defender, though, stayed alert and cleared it off the line. One occasion there where I thought the man coming onto the ball might have had the better opportunity. We'll break that down when we get a chance on the replay. It's a nice ball, and Pearce certainly kept himself onside that time. Only Barton in the box. Other blue shirts arriving now. Hung to the back post. It's a good stretch from Madwu. Always back with Griffiths. Next time the ball goes out of play, we'll break down that Cardiff chance. There were 2 or 3 half chances before the shot came in that was cleared off the line. Cardiff need to take heart from that. Barton as well to keep it in and create something. Oh well, I see he kept it in. Assistant referee says it did go out. Throw into Coventry. Let's see what we can see on this replay. Again, variation from the corner. Ball comes into the box away from Pearce, but a good blocked off Kingdom. Voice puts it back across goal. Just here, I thought the man coming onto the ball, Jake, might have had the better chance. Credit those to the Coventry defender who stayed alert. Cardiff will look to take heart from that, though. Perhaps Coventry with a 2-0 lead may sit in a little more, looking to hit Cardiff on the break. Cardiff need to ensure they don't give possession away cheaply. go out, and it's deemed a Cardiff throw. And Darren Purse does have more options on the bench, as Jake said in the first half, a strong bench for the under-21s. Higgs, Ola, Touzer's already on, Cabot and Keita complete the reserves. His Kingdom with the step forward. Nice way to pass once more. Davis, was he tripped? Still keeps going. Referee, I don't think he even thought it was a foul. Advantage wasn't played, and this time Davis will be penalised. I thought it was a little harsh on the Cardiff winger. Coventry now will make a substitution. It's Will Russon who will be coming on. Cardiff in turn will also make a change. Sekou Kaba coming on for the Bluebirds, so substitution apiece. Manny Barton coming back to his position, or is he coming off? It looks like Barton, yeah. The high fives with Kaba. Barton, who's shown glimpses tonight, but has been marshalled quite well. He comes off. Coming off Coventry, as we say, is Will Russon to slip into the right wing-back role. Coventry come forward once more. It's a nice turn, but good coverage from the Bluebirds. Davis working back well. He's fouled. Really impresses me, Jake. He's clearly a very good attacking player, but he will get through a lot of work in his own half, Jake Davis.
Yeah, he's such a good player for City. Someone for his size, you know, he can be very strong and he's very quick, which is exactly what they need in this game. They need to find him more often if they really want to have a chance of getting back into the game.
Royce gives that away slightly cheaply, although to be fair to him, I don't think he had a lot of options. It's a good read. By Abdu, who covers the ground very well. Can Pierce get in here? Well, he turns it over. Oh, Cabot couldn't quite feed the ball forward to the number 9. It's a little soft on Abdu, and Abdu is pushed to the ground as Coventry wanted to take that free kick quickly. There's a few words between Moore and Abdu. 6 on one, half a dozen on the other. I'm not sure that was a foul, to be honest. I thought the Coventry player was going to ground quite early.
Well, a torrential downpour.
Yes, the heavens have suddenly opened here at Leckwith as the bright floodlights really show off just how much rain is falling and just how much rain has fallen in Cardiff over the last month. It's rained so much in January, you do expect Noah to turn up with his ark. Free kick to Coventry. Anders Lee will take it, and it was he who provided the excellent cross for the second goal. It's not a bad ball again. We'll come to the edge of the box. Cardiff now can bring men out as Coventry go back towards halfway. That's nice by Batanwi, who I thought was perhaps the player of the first half for Coventry. Difficult conditions now as that rain is coming in sideways. Foul on it was Touz, who was wrestled out of the play. Apologies, it wasn't. It was Davis, who again was covering his fullback. Really like the engine on Jake Davis, as well as the obvious footballing ability. He's one I'll be keeping an eye on. Here as half commentator, half Cardiff City fan, and Jake Davis is a name I'll keep an eye out for as this season and next continue to progress. Just flipped on. De Bono, cool, composed, deals with it. Back to Griffiths. That's a nice release ball. Coventry just compacting that middle third at the moment, making it hard for Cardiff to play through the lines. They might have to occasionally hit Pierce a little longer. Do you feel that Coventry at the moment, Jake, do have control of this game?
Yeah, I think it's a very different start to the second half that we had from the first. You know, when City went behind, they were the better side, I thought. But yeah, they're Coventry looking very resolute, very hard to break down. Obviously, they were like that in the first half, but I think they are forcing City almost to go long. and I don't think that suits Darren's style of play. You know, we've seen this season they love to play with the ball on the floor, out the back, and playing it long just isn't really suited for them. And for Coventry, that's exactly what they will want. But you got to hope at 2-0. It's a dangerous scoreline, as always. If City get the next goal, then it's game on. But if Coventry get the next goal, then you'd like to think it's probably game over for City. But let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Yeah, I've always found that phrase interesting, that 2-0 is the worst lead in sport. I always think I'd rather be 2-0 up than 2-0 down, but you do understand the theory behind it, whether you stick or twist, sit in or...
I think maybe it's worse to be 2-0 up as the team winning rather than the... if you're 2-0 down, it's probably doesn't feel that good, but...
Yeah.
Who knows with this weather and how the conditions have turned in this second half, because it could go anyone's way now.
Yeah, certainly you feel on this increasingly greasy surface that potential mistakes as the game goes on and maybe players get tired. That's a lovely weight of ball down the line. Cabot, first time cross, cuts it back. Is there an on-rushing play? It wasn't a bad idea, but there's a Coventry player there first. Tanwi again covering a lot of grass this evening, and said I'll keep my eye on Jake Davis. I'll also keep an eye on that young man to see how he progresses, because the left back for Coventry has impressed me this evening, Jake.
Yeah, he's looked very composed on the ball, which I think you mentioned in the first half, almost walking around the pitch quite nonchalant when he has the ball. He doesn't seem to have any care in the world, and he seems to get the pass off every time. So yeah, he's definitely been impressive.
Long ball forward from Varney. One out of the sky by Kingdom. Cabot can't turn that to a blue shirt infield. Ball that forces De Bono into one-on-one battle. De Bono was clutching the shirt a little too obviously on that occasion. Conceded a foul on Dausch, who scored the second goal. De Bono, first part was okay, and then just hung on a little too long. Sees the free kick. It's a horrible night now at Leckwith, and a bottle of beer and curry I've got in the fridge feel ever more appealing. Ball out wide to Shepherd. Shepherd back to Russon, who's come on as sub and gives an option off the ball once more. Over an hour played, 2-0 to Coventry. Cardiff have to get the next goal. But they're being starved of the ball rather at the moment. Coventry's game management since getting that second goal has been very, very good. On occasion it's well won by voice. And it will be turned forward by George into an area for Davis to chase. Good sweeper keeping there by Varney, who read the situation. I think George there just had an idea of what the pitch looked like and wanted to put it into a dangerous area. Not a bad idea at all. But again, we go back to Coventry possession and a chance to drive forward. Tanwi shot at goal, tries to catch Griffiths on his near post. Not a bad idea. In the end, it hits the side netting. Again, it is that powerful left back impressing for Coventry. See a replay of that chance. Again, just a reminder, Cardiff City TV will be at the Pirelli Stadium tomorrow. Ashley James, Connor Pearce will have commentary for you as the Bluebirds look to extend that lead at the top of the table after a very comprehensive and stylish 4-0 win against Barnsley on Tuesday night. Highlights of that available on Cardiff City TV. Turn the sound down, I'm the commentator. Cardiff have a throw. Royce midway inside his own half. It's a bit easy from Cabot. He will chase back though. It's a lovely weight of pass. Griffiths has come out of his goal, but does force the man Dausch wide. The blue shirts come streaming back. Cardiff are being starved of the ball, and when they do get the ball, it has been conceded cheaply perhaps. Coventry are
well, dominating is perhaps an overstatement, but in control of this game at the moment. Forward, one in the air by Apter, but again, it's an orange shirt that gets there first. That time the captain, Benjamin. It's a good read on that occasion. Batawi is forced out by 2 players to allow Cardiff to get possession of the ball back. Ball into midfield. Voices got in field, but the ball got caught under his feet. No foul there. It was a fair challenge, and goalkeeper Griffiths will have to come out. Good goalkeeping, quick off his line. That would have been a real chance for Coventry.
Yeah, it's City just being architects of their own downfall at this second half. They're giving the ball away so cheaply, and Coventry are taking advantage of it. I think going forward, I think Cardiff have looked pretty good, to be fair, but it's just defensively it's been quite poor, especially in the second half, giving away cheap balls.
Good tackle on the edge of the box. Goal scorer Madu, who was in there to win a strong tackle. Foul conceded. Fair enough call. Kingdom did catch his man. It's teeming down in Leckwith. A little warm and dry wherever you are. Continue to manage the ball very well. Benjamin has had a neat and tidy game as the City midfielder. Good turn, beats it out wide. This is nice from Coventry. Goes back with Shepherd. Wingers have switched flanks for the Sky Blues, with now Shepherd coming out to this right-hand side, where earlier on Ambersley provided the telling cross for the second goal. Offside. Cardiff have a free kick, but 66.5 minutes gone. At the moment, it doesn't look like an obvious way back into this game for the young Bluebirds. Still plenty of time, though, of course. Kingdom. Davis is well marshalled on that occasion by Batanru. Coventry will make a further substitution. As Jack James will be coming onto the pitch. We'll be glad to get warmed up a little bit and playing, because I bet it's cold in that dugout. It's cold enough up here in the commentary box. And, he's coming on to replace the man who created the second goal, Ambersley. So the number 11 is off, the number 15 is on. Ambersley made a telling enough contribution. Beautiful weight on that cross on the right hand side that led to Coventry's second goal. Good read by Voice, who stepped in well on that occasion. Now needs to pick the right pass. Pearce is rather running into him. It's a decent ball in. Cleared away though by Madhu. Corner for Cardiff, and again we have seen variation, but you just wonder this time, Jake, whether it might be a good opportunity to put the ball into the box.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the short corner myself, but it has actually been working for City, so they won't be disappointed with that. It's just, I think, yeah, you're right, they need to get it in the box, especially with both the centre-backs going up. They'll be disappointed if the ball doesn't come in.
Does go short again, so Cardiff need to work this. Cabba's ball back to Twos, puts him in some difficulty. Ball does come in, Twos digs out a cross, and it wasn't a bad cross at all. Dealt with though by Coventry. Twos rather rescued that short corner. Coventry can transition on the counter-attack quickly once more as Cardiff have given away the ball. Do get men back behind the ball, but those offensive moments of the Bluebirds have been rather fleeting in this second half. Again, we go back to Coventry playing keep ball, and nothing wrong with that. It's been a tidy performance in this second half, particularly since going 2-0 up.
That ball will just be away from Pearce. Cardiff need to be a bit more careful and value possession of the ball more than perhaps they are. Kingdom tries the long switch. Cabot, well, he shouldn't have been given the chance, but he has. And as Jake said, great first touch. Pearce looks to shimmy outside his man. Still going, Pearce, big chance. Big save from Varney just as the first half. He robs Pearce with an excellent save. Pearce kept his composure in the 6-yard box after a beautiful touch and cross from Cabot. Again, Cardiff have had a clear sight of goal, but Varney has said no. Ball into the box, cleared away. Apter. They think about the spectacular on the bounce, instead gives it back to Twos. Twos to Kingdom, who measured that switch ball perfectly. Well, it was at the moment for the Bluebirds. Cavani has made 3 very, very good saves tonight. There'll be a booking here for Apter as he rather cynically stops the transition. And Luke Pearce must be wondering what he needs to do to get a goal tonight. Lovely switch ball, Jake, and this touch by Cabot was fantastic. What do you think? Pearce does everything right. You have to credit the goalkeeper, I think. Yeah,
it's a great. He creates that space so well, Luke Pearce, there to have that shot. But yeah, it's a great save, keeper coming out fast. Unlucky again.
Well, the substitution for Cardiff is imminent. Dan Ola, who we know is a very mobile and good athlete striker, very good in the air, got a good jump on him.
Yeah, I'll be disappointed not to start Dan. Scored coming off the bench in the last, I think he scored 2 goals coming off the bench in the last 3 games or so. I spoke to him before the game and he said obviously nobody likes being on the bench, but he's giving him more of a push to get back into that starting 11.
Cardiff will go 2 up top in a change of formation. Pearce has stayed on. It's Noel Williams has come off, so Cardiff just changing things up a little bit, being slightly more adventurous. Maybe we'll go to a back 3 now with Royce, De Bono and Kingdom, and Cabot and Jake Davis as wing backs. Seems to be how they're lining up. So Darren Pearce is looking to get back into this game by playing 2 out-and-out strikers with Trey George just behind. Kingdom looking to clip it over for Pearce, who again is a willing runner. Oh, the offside flag goes up. It's a shame. It was a beautiful first touch from Pearce off the chest. Ball coming out of the lights. Well, you may argue, watching at home, that if you're going to break into the Cardiff first team, you need to be a clinical striker, and Pearce has had chances tonight which he hasn't taken. But I'd credit Varney more than criticise Pearce on that extent. And his work rate and willingness to run the channels, Jake, is second to none.
Yeah, it's looking really, really good on the flanks, but I think City needs to do better there with the Coventry fullback overlapping every single time. As we've said, he's been their best player by a mile, but
see if the change of formation forces him back a little bit, or in fact gives him more space. We shall see. Pearce trips over the halfway line on that occasion. That should be read by De Bono. It is. That's a nice ball from Voice to release the pressure. Twos will give it to Kingdom. Kingdom, lovely way to pass forward. He's good with the ball at feet. Ola just slips at the crucial time, but and that's the other side of Jack Kingdom, the Peter Kay have it. But you can tell I like him. You want him in the trenches with you for a battle, but at the same time his distribution is very good.
Proper centre-back. It'll be interesting to see though if City can find a way back into the game now, playing 2 up top. Dan Ola brings a different dimension really. Tall, strong striker, more of a target man. So maybe City can go long now and find him.
Perhaps win some second balls, although Ola is down and in some discomfort. Didn't quite see out of view there what happened there. Maybe the replay caught it, but Ola having just come on, and of course he has had some injuries over the past 12 months or so. Doesn't need treatment, but he's holding the right knee.
Commentator's curse, really.
Well, you just hope he's okay, because it has been a bit stop-start for him over, as I say, the last year, 18 months. When I have seen him play at this level, he's been very good. Time to run into the box very well. He's got a great leap on him. Scored a goal just over 12 months ago in the FA Youth Cup that we covered here at Leckwith, where he arrived into the box with a plonk. See here, he's chasing down the goalkeeper. He's moving reasonably freely, so hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, we don't want to see him injured. When I spoke to him before the game, he said that being out injured for a long period has built his character up a lot, so it would be disappointing to see him get injured again, but as you said, he's moving freely now, so hopefully all good.
There's some space there in the middle now for Coventry to play through, because Cardiff have a very much advanced 4. Davis gets back well. Got through so much work tonight, Davis, and does well against Batanwi, who's certainly Coventry's best player, but Davis marshalled him well. Different challenge now for Davis playing at wing back. Ball to the far post, nice ball, should be a third. Good save from Griffiths. Scramble goalkeeping, but he did it well coming to his near post, and I think he just stuck out the right leg to make a very, very important save.
Great save.
Yeah, credit to Ewan Griffiths, who might want that first goal back, but has made some good saves this evening. We'll see that one in a replay in a moment. Here's Shepherd. Good from Cabba with a ball full for Pearce. Couldn't quite scamper onto it. Shepherd once more. Goes cross field. Tanwi drives forward into the box. Referee's playing advantage. Griffiths makes a save. Now he brings it back for the free kick, and a chance perhaps, Jake, for you to break down this save from Ewan Griffiths, who did an excellent job scampering across his goal.
Yeah, as you said, Jude, he's probably very happy with the save after the first goal, but yes, let's see it now. Great work to get the ball into the box, but yeah, what a save. Almost coming across it, and he's stuck out a leg and kept it a 2-0, giving City a fighting chance, but
might be called upon now to make another save. It's always difficult when the ball is this close to the edge of the penalty area. We always say to get it over the wall and then down again, but it is a shooting opportunity, and certainly Mackenzie Stretton fancies this. Goes around the wall, good save from Griffiths. Played back into trouble from Cardiff, but is now cleared away from the box. So had a good few moments, Griffiths.
great closing down from Luke Pearce there. He's not stopped running all night.
He's got a fantastic engine on him. Ola as well in turn. Great work, wins that ball. George sends it wide. There's neither one thing nor the other, unfortunately, from Ola after the initial good work. Cabba keeps it in, but invites the tackle from Batanwi. So see that free kick again, round the wall, but Griffiths, he's organised his wall well, Jake, and so he's the right side of the goal, and it's a good save from the goalkeeper.
Yeah, it's a good save, and he's pushed it away well, and City have reacted quick enough to clear the ball, which is always good. You don't want the player following in.
Tony playing on the right-hand side now. Looks like he can play everywhere. Takes a foul from Cabba, who ragdolls him to the ground. And looks like Batanwi will now try his luck on the right-hand side. Well, he's limping a bit after that tackle.
It's very rare that you say a fullback has been a thorn in the team's side, but he definitely has tonight.
Impressed with him. Dausch does well, digs a cross out. And there are orange shirts in the box. Shooting chance perhaps. Kingdom will close that down. It's a good block by the captain. Just when Finney thought he had a sight of goal. And there will be spaces in behind now, Jake, as Cardiff look to go for it and commit men forward.
Yeah, you'd expect that, especially coming into the final 10 minutes of normal time. But so you have to go for the game. They have to find that goal. if they can, then it's game on, but it's not looking as promising as we'd like. Coventry have been very, very good this second half at keeping City at bay, so we'll have to see. Hopefully they don't add a third from this corner now.
Looks like they will put the ball into the box underneath the crossbar. Cardiff win first contact, that was good. So they can bring their line up. They might do better than that. Excellent work by George. That will be advantage. Imagine the referee might bring that back for a yellow card. Oh, that's not nice at all. And Pearce, well, the referee was on the spot there to stop Pearce from taking any sort of retaliation or retribution. Certainly it should have been a yellow card for the pull back on George, but that was not the nicest tackle there by Mackenzie Stretton on Luke Pearce. It is just a yellow.
Very, very rash. Almost unexpected.
Yeah, that was advantage. Referee played it well. Pearce cuts inside. Oh, don't like the look of that at all.
Studs are up.
Yeah, probably doesn't make contact, actually. He misses the man, but it's rather reckless. Yellow card's probably fair, but I understand why Pearce wasn't too happy. That free kick, well, kind of force it towards goal, but it's very easy for Varney. Tanwi goes long. Dash came back from the offside position. Kingdom beat him in the air anyway. We're inside the last 10 minutes. Can Cardiff set up a exciting finish by getting on the board? Apter. His voice. Didn't want to take the option down the line. Goes back in field. Nice touch from Twos. Back low to Apter. Apter didn't want to commit the ball forward. Goes to the Bono. The Bono can carry the ball. Here's George, who's just starting to find pockets of space, and he can be an effective player. I was very impressed with him in the Virtue Trophy. Hasn't been given as much license or space to roam this evening. Oh, that's unfortunate. Cardiff giving the ball away. You have to credit Coventry, very well organised. Cardiff tried to force the issue, and it's out for a throw into the visitors.
As we've said throughout, they're almost forcing Cardiff to play a style of play that they don't like to play, and it's worked almost perfectly for them, especially in the second half.
Yeah, impressed by Coventry, just well organised and good on the transition. Looking for time wasting. Tanwi threw the ball away, so he may be the player of the match, but there's a blot on his copybook. With voice. Can't connect there with Ola. Coventry just prepared now to clear their lines. So there was that chance from Pearce around about 10 minutes ago where Varney made a good save, but other than that, Coventry have been relatively unscathed in this second half. After ball just gets away from him a little on the slick surface. Down shoes held the ball up well all night. Ball forward. Coventry quite prepared now just to be pragmatic. Cabot telegraphed that slightly to Tanwi. He's limping, but he still looks like the best player on the field.
It's like the ball's glued to his foot.
It is, isn't it? Well, I think he may need to come off as he's still, or he is limping once more. He's put on a very, very good performance. Goalkeeper, is he clearing that? Is he kicking out of play? I think he was kicking out of play, perhaps. Didn't make it particularly obvious, though. I thought he was kicking out of play for Tanwi to receive treatment. Maybe not. Possession conceded to Cardiff. Last 6.5 minutes of normal time. Is Kingdom. Now or never for the Bluebirds, you feel. Davis, who got through a lot of work tonight. Back to Kingdom. Midfield to Voice, who's quite prepared to come narrow and give that overload option in midfield. Apter can't continue the ball moving wide. And again, Coventry just marshal Cardiff very, very well. Bono, Ola's run offside, needs to come back on. Voice again, once more, prepared to go into midfield. Nice touch. Referees in plain advantage. Ola sends it wide. Here's Davis. Davis first time cross. Voice. Well, Voice is in there again. He's another player with a great engine on him. So he tries to improvise now. Does nothing wrong in his outings for Cardiff so far. Ball to the far post. Header is cleared, but only as far as George. He's going to have to go the long way round. Again, a little bit of pinball football. Coventry just about clearing away. Credit to Voice though, Jake. He is constantly trying to make things happen. Yeah, he's been really exciting, and since he's joined City, I think that's exactly what they've needed. They needed a full-back to get up the pitch, but he's almost playing very inverted. He's coming inside to the midfield, acting as an extra man, which is really good to see. And he, as we've seen already, he's got a great wand of a left foot. Just pauses the game before Cardiff have a throw. We waited an eternity then for the decision, and assistant referee, it seemed, flicked a coin. Referee will take pity on the Bluebirds there as the ball slipped out of the hands of Voice as he looked to take that throw. Inside the last 5 minutes. There's Kingdom. Finds George, who pulled off that back line of Coventry to receive the ball to feet. Cabot back in field to George, but again, just look at the orange shirts and how they're organised. That ball went out. They're just challenging Cardiff to play through them, and right now the Bluebirds can't find a way. Yeah, they've got a very, very strong back line tonight, not letting Cardiff play at all through the lines, and that's really what Cardiff's issue's been. They're normally strong suited to playing in between those lines, playing the ball on the floor, and they just haven't been able to do that tonight, and that's been really the main problem. Looking reasonably comfortable at the moment. Maybe even more than that. But things can change quickly if Cardiff can just find one moment. Again, he's had a good game. Ola turns that ball out well to Davis, who again, impressed with. Doesn't shirk any work whatsoever. Apter to the Bono. Good first touch. Allows him to continue forward. But again, it's trying to thread the needle. Well done. It's nice from Davis. Drill cross in. Pearce gets there, but that's good, brave goalkeeping. Credit to Varney. Anything that he's been asked to do tonight, he's done well. Excellent cross from Davis. Pearce makes that near post run, but the goalkeeper has been excellent. Yeah, I was about to say I think Jake Davis had quite a quiet second half, but that's exactly what he can do. You know, he can get those balls into the box, but yeah, it's great work from the keeper there to deny City once again. Coventry take the free kick quickly and looking perhaps to kill this game. Ball into the box, and Kingdom stands up his man well. It was Stretton who got the ball rather caught in his feet after having made a good run. Pearce had been able to flick that past the keeper into the net, we would have had 3 or so minutes of exciting finale football. As it is, Coventry still have that comfortable 2-0 lead. Good work from Davis again, and he's fouled. Well, I mentioned it a few times, so I don't want to bang the same drum, but impressed by his team commitment. So we see a replay there of some good goalkeeping, Jake. Yeah, very unlucky though from Luke Pearce. He's just inches away from getting his toe on the ball to poke it home. But yeah, it's great goalkeeping from Varney. I just want Cardiff to come back into this. I won't argue with the referee if he blows up exactly on 90 minutes. The fingers and toes are starting to get a little frostbitten. Hope you've enjoyed this bonus Friday night coverage under the lights. Cardiff have done okay but it looks like they are going to be beaten by the better side. Lessons will be learnt though, and Darren Pearce will break the game down. And goes long again, and Ola in the channel. Kingdom's range of passing is very good. Ola gets something into the box, not bad at all. Can Pearce get on the end of it? He does, he keeps it going wide. Davis just crowded out. Ola will protect the ball and let it run out. He thought it was going to be a Cardiff throw, but it wasn't. Came off a blue shirt last, so Coventry will have the throw. We're into the last 30 seconds of the 90. Jake, in case there's not much injury time, I think you've acquitted yourself very, very well on your Coventry debut.
Thank you.
How have you found the game? How do you sum it up?
Well, both halves very similar. 2 goals right at the start, but I think Coventry in the second half they've taken a more hold of the game. You know, they've kept hold of the ball. City in the first half, we said, had the better chances despite being behind. So yeah, I think it's just maybe the style of play tonight didn't suit playing against this Coventry side who are very resolute. They're all behind the ball now, moving as a pack, stopping City from getting the ball through the lines. So yeah, I think it's disappointing. Obviously, don't want to start the year with 3 losses, and especially after the win on Tuesday, City would have come into this game full of confidence. So it's disappointing, but they're back again on Monday away at Bournemouth, so that'll be another tough challenge. But I don't see why they can't go there and get a result. I think attackingly they've been pretty good. Just they haven't been able to find that final pass, which in the end is the reason they're 2-0 down. But yeah, I think they'll be disappointed, but I think there's definitely positives, as we said.
Yeah, I think that's a good summation. I think Cardiff have created some chances, and on another night, if one of those goes in, maybe the game changes a little bit, but you have to credit a good away performance, and Coventry in all 3 areas of the pitch have been very, very good. They're looking to finish with aplomb. That's well read by Voice, who continues to work hard and drive forward. He fully committed with no little quality as well. Ball goes in from Davis. It's cleared away on the near post. We are well into injury time. The referee hasn't looked at his watch notably yet. Kingdom, he thinks he should win the throw in. He made a good tackle, but it will be a Coventry ball. Players, I think, will be grateful for the warmth and shelter of the dressing room, because it has rained for the entirety of the second half. But yeah, credit to the staff here at Leckwith, because the pitch has held up very, very well. Spread wide, looking for Shepherd, but well dealt with by Voice. Is Cabba. Apter. Small to Voice, who is full of running. Almost picks out a pass there to Pearce, but is cleared away by Batanwi, who, let's be honest, has been the player of the match. Looking at the watch by the referee. Suspect this might be the last kick of the game. As Jake says, disappointment for Cardiff, but there have been moments, there will be lessons learned, and there's an opportunity to go again on Monday. Ball goes forward. Still we play on. Devono wins that well. Flicked on by Ola. Pearce will chase. But Arnie, well, not the greatest clearance. It's probably earned his luck with the saves he's made. Ball has turned into trouble though. Here's George. George, yeah, probably the right idea. He didn't have a man on his right shoulder. Tries to bend it in the top corner. Gets too much height on it and over the bar. Still we play. Final shout out for coverage tomorrow of the Burton game. Ashley James and Connor Pearce on air. Full house, sold out, travelling away support. Fantastic again from the Bluebirds faithful. If you are travelling, the weather's probably not going to be great, so safe trip.
enjoy it and bring 3 points home with you. Hammer infield, but that is the last touch. Whistle goes. Bluebirds worked hard, but ultimately beaten by the better team. Final score here at Leckwith on this Friday evening: Cardiff City 0, Coventry City 2. And Jake, sometimes you just can't argue with the fact that you've worked hard and played okay, but the better team sometimes comes out on top.
Yeah, I think the better team in the 90 ultimately won the game. But as we said, City will be disappointed, but they'll definitely take some positives into their game on Monday against Bournemouth.
Well, thanks to Jake. It's been great having his company this evening, and hopefully more of it as second half of the season goes on. Very good debut from the man to my left. Thank you to Mike and Bill, who have worked hard to bring you this coverage, and we thank you for tuning in at the start of your weekend. Players shake hands after what's been a well-contested game. Some hard tackles going in, but very fair tackles. Both teams who gave everything under the lights here on this Friday night, but it's Coventry that come away with the victory. We'll likely leave you with some highlights of the second half, but we will sign off. We wish you a good rest of your Friday evening. Enjoy your weekend. Follow the Bluebirds. And we'll be back tomorrow for that game against Burton. But for tonight at Leckwith, the final score again: Coventry City 2, Cardiff City 0.